Hey everybody, Bill Flipper here. I want to do a quick video. I think I've gone over this before, but so what made me think of doing this video today is Foot Locker had a horrible day on the stock market. They were, I think, about down 9% today. But the point was they had taken big losses due to discounts they were doing. And this video is titled RA's Back in a Big Way. And the point is, so many of these retailers I've gone before. Now, some of these are just probably in the next few years going the way of the dodo bird. They're going to be extinct. But in malls and in many of these stores, especially if you think about things that are cyclical. So what I'm talking about is fashion. So Nike comes out with a new version of a shoe, running shoe version 5. Version 4 are then heavily discounted, but people still like version 4. And usually these discounts are drastic. Like I said, Kohl's had the 50% off clearance sale. And another hack with that is you go in, you find a product. Oftentimes you can scan the product, purchase it at the store, and occasionally find it or add to a list of products to find online. So you find a pair of Puma shoes, they're drastically discounted. You can then go home and hopefully find or add to a list of products that may be drastically discounted on other websites. So, like I said, it's coming back in a big way, and we see this with anything, like I said, that's cyclical or seasonal. So you see this with pools at the end of the year, blah, blah, blah. But you want to go in there, and like I said, there's so many items that the velocity drops a lot on, but the velocity is still high enough and the margins are so deeply discounted. Again, Kohl's sales on clearance, they say like as low as 85%. I think some of those products are almost like 95, 90% off. I mean, they're deeply, deeply cut. So look for those. I think I'm going to check out some malls locally just to look for those. But think of all the stores in the malls. And Macy's is closing. This is another example. Macy's is closing a ton of, I think, 150 locations. Well, guess what? All those locations are going to have drastic discounts. And they may start with 25, then 50. And as you get closer and closer to the end date, they will almost be giving those items away. And that's a slight exaggeration, but you will see deep, deep discounts. So you'll want to be watching those Macy's stores, finding out. And again, I'm sure they'll be phased out, so they're not going out of business tomorrow. But they'll may have a year plan, a 5-year plan on lowering the number of stores. And you as a reseller can go in and much like a vulture, pick the meat off the bones of the best products. I'm not saying we're vultures, you know, I'm using an analogy, but you can find those deep, deep discounts. Like I said, just keep track of that. Nike does deep discounts, but a lot of these stores, if you just want to follow online news or, you know, search closing stores, all those types of things. But I think Foot Locker will continue. They'll probably have to close some stores, and you'll want to keep track of those. And like I said, it was due to deep discounts. You want to look for those cyclical things. Another thing, like right now at Kohl's, I noticed was all the winter clothing, the winter jackets, things of that nature. Again, these things, if they're cheap enough, they're still worth it because there's different climate all throughout the United States. It depends how thick the jacket is. All those types of things. A lot of long sleeves, Nike long sleeves. Well, people wear Nike long sleeves, you know, all over the United States at different times, workout gear. So just because the velocity of the sales drops pretty significantly, if it's not significant enough and the price is cheap enough, it's oftentimes can still be a great buy. So you want to look for those. Like I said, the best way that I found also is to here's another great example. Ross does a $1.50 sale. So I think it's twice a year where they cut things so crazy cheap. It's like $1.50. It's something crazy. I was buying Nike shoes in there for $1.50, and that you almost think I'm making it up, but you can Google that. And the way I found that was there are couponing websites. There are I think one is Crazy Coupon Lady or something like that. And they Rebel Deals is an Instagram one. These are sites they just follow deep, deep discount. You know, I'm sure if you've ever seen those shows, they do the couponing shows where, you know, they get a cart full of groceries for like $2, and they somehow use multiple multiple avenues to keep discounting. So follow those type of sites, follow this stuff in the news, because you want to jump on it. These opportunities do not last long, and other people buy this inventory out very quickly. And again, if you find something in store, you'll want to go home or quickly cross-reference it to see if it's on sale anywhere else. Because like with the Nike shoes, when I you know, an example like running shoe V5, when V6 comes out, or version 6, V5 will be drastically discounted. It may be $80 in one store, and it may be $95 in another store, but it's possible that $95 is still very profitable. So you'll want to cross-reference and try to find that. And like I said, that goes for all discontinued products. There's lots of great channels. There's actually Instagram accounts. All they do is follow discontinued items, and I love discontinued items. It's pretty easy to get a good list of them, because when something's getting discontinued, it is often already marked down because the store wants to get it off the shelves. So you have the double effect of a discounted price. Now on top of it, you've just completely affected the supply and demand. If the supply stays the same, the demand, well, I mean, it's going to go to zero because the product's going to be discontinued. So as long as the demand stays the same, the supply is going to drop off a cliff. And what we see there is obviously the inverse. The price is going to go up. So keep that. Look for those discontinued products. I've found discontinued products on stores. Again, I go home, I cross-reference, I look to see if I can find it anywhere else. And I always say this as an example, like if you have a discontinued skin cream, let's say you have some type of skin issue, you really dry skin, and you finally found a cream that works well, and it's discontinued. You may pay a double for what it's worth, because you know this skin cream works, you know it rocks, and you would much rather have the skin cream than go test out other creams. So oftentimes, like I said, you get these super inflated prices. So that's all I have today. Watch for discontinued. Watch, I'm telling you, I keep saying this, 2024 is going to be a crazy year of discounts, and it will continue, because a lot of these businesses are, well, like I said, they're going to go the way of the dodo bird, but till then they'll be selling inventory cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and that's where we come in. We arbitrage the opportunity. So everybody have a great and amazing day. Bitcoin is at all-time highs yesterday. Don't FOMO in, wait for the pullbacks. All right, everybody have a great and amazing day. 2024 is going to be the best year ever. See ya.